Really, all of you don't know about the NTUST IMSA? Do you know? You know? No? No? Not yet, really? Okay, it's okay. If really all of you don't know about NTUST IMSA, but I believe maybe some of them know about it, but it's okay.
So sad.
Yeah. Do you know that now we will invite Brother Hazik to explain more about the NTUST IMSA. And for Brother Hazik, time and place is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, suppose that you do not know about NTUST IMSA, okay? So I feel relieved, and what I'm gonna talking about here is worth to hear, okay? This next. At first, I would like to welcome all of you joining NTUST, as well as joining our association, NTUST IMSA, International Muslim Student Association. Basically, without any particular registration procedure, all Muslim students and also faculties, or maybe postdoc or any researchers that join NTUST would be joining our association automatically. So we just, during the start of the semester, we will send an invitation and also a registration invitation to join our association. That's basically the meaning of, the meaning of the membership in our society, in our association. So welcome, Huan Ying to NTUST. Next. Next on, I would like to continue with some brief explanation about where are we now? Starting from the biggest picture, from the world, and I would like to show you that we are currently in the middle, or the heart of the Far East country. So we know there are maybe, let's say, 4 Far East countries that we already know so far. We have China. I believe that everybody already know this country, and then Korea, Japan, and one of those Far East countries is Taiwan. And Taiwan, if you look at the picture, is the heart. It's really in the center of among these countries. So it's very interesting that we are now in here. So let's move to the deeper depiction in here. As you can see, Taiwan is over here. So it's close to the Hong Kong and Macau. And it's just, comparing to China, it's just a small tiny island. You can see it here, but if you want to travel around the island, maybe you will need, if you want to do it by bike, because some of our friends previously has this kind of experience. If you want, you can ride a bicycle from the Taipei and then circling around the eastern part, and then go to the southern part, southern tip, which is the Kaohsiung, that part, and then move to the western. So it may take around a week. Yeah, a week by bike, yeah, if you want to try, but I have never tried it. I believe that is so tired to do that. Okay, so that's Taiwan. Next. Now we move to the demography issue in this country. So we talk about the geographical perspective in the previous slides. Now we are talking about the religion in this country. As for your information, the majority of people in Taiwan, their religion is Buddhism. That is kind of assimilated with the Confucian teaching and Taoism teaching. So this is the basic idea, but actually, if we go deeper into the study, it's gonna be a bit complex to dig into. So just a brief explanation about the demography of Taiwan's religion. So, and then the second one, there's the Christian and other, including the Islam religion. Maybe just about, if anybody, maybe the Taiwanese Muslim Youth Association, if you have a more accurate data, you can share with us later. But somehow, so far that I know, maybe just 0.001% comparing to the whole population in this island. Next. And there are many gods worshipped in this country, and usually each places they have their own specific or very distinct, special for that area they worship, and there are several gods that being worshipped because for the war or for the trade or for education, etc. And this phenomenon reminds me about our history. I mean, not our history, means that the previous Islamic history during the life of the Muhammad, the Prophet, and the companions. We know that during that time the condition is likely the same, which is during that time there are many gods being worshipped as an idol, and after that our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam given some divinity, I mean Quran, and then several teachings. All of those things, if we would like to summarize it, is all about the monotheism, which is pretty different with the polytheism or multiple gods. Yeah. So actually what we are experiencing right now in this country, actually likely the same with what Prophet Muhammad experienced for 14 centuries ago. Yeah. Next. So we have some basic or the same background with our Prophet, and it encourages us to do the same thing, do the salah, do the da'wah in this country. Then this is our spirit. No matter our professions, yeah, whether we are students or workers in this country, all of us would be still responsible for spreading the message of peace of this religion. Because, as you know, there is no such things as priest or rabbi in Islam. We know that we have imam or some spiritual leader, but it's not it's not their responsibility only to spreading or become the ambassador of this religion. It's all our duty for doing that. Next. That's why in this particular, in this very school, we established this association. So one of the motivation is so we can spreading the message of peace of our religion, and also sharing our culture within our community, especially with non-Muslim friends. Yeah. So that's the basic idea why we built NTUST IMSA. Next. Actually, the story was begun in 2011. During that time, almost in the same time, in the same month, in the fall 2011, our school supported us with several facilities in this school. This is 3 of them. The first one is halal buffet. As maybe you can also see in the cafeteria number 3, there are halal buffet. And there are some particular section there. You can see that they provide specifically several dishes already served in halal ways. So that halal buffet is actually being provided starting from 2011. So starting from that time. And we are very grateful that our school supports us for providing halal foods in this school. That's the first one. The second one, actually not from 2011, not from 2011, but before that actually we already held or carried out a Ramadan activity. So the activities in every holy month of Ramadan. I remember when I first came to NTUST 2010 or 2010, we already have a regular sahur activity. We wake up every morning and then having meals together really early in the morning in our lunch at that time. But somehow we asked the permission from the school through the NTUST IMSA during that time. So by the help or by the assistance of Indonesian Student Association. And actually during that time, not many Muslim students, excluding Indonesian. So far we found out that the number of non-Indonesian Muslim students increasing during 2011, as I remember. So that's why we established this association. That's the second one. The third one is the prayer room. So we also very gratitude that NTUST chemical department supports us, providing us some space that we can use for our prayer room in T2-208. Have you been there? Everybody? Who never been there? Who've never been there? Not yet. So if you want, you can just directly visit. It's always open to 24 hours. It's always open in a T2 building, second floor, 208. In the corner of the corridor of 208. So you can enjoy there. We have an air conditioner. So if your dormitories air conditioner is already, I mean, you do not have any cash anymore in your card, so you can visit there to have some cool environment. Okay, so that's the three reasons why we come up with the idea of establishing this association. Next. I remember in 2011, so after some comprehensive and deep discussion with others, we agreed that we collect more than 30 signatures from our students, Muslim students, and then together, I remember the time Mahmoud Muna from Jordan, and then Shakil from Bangladesh, and then Budi and me as the Indonesian representatives, we go to the Professor Alicia to discuss about the possibility to build this association. And within 2 months, Alhamdulillah, we can achieve that. We can make it possible, and then we hold our very first activity, which is the next one, in the International Muslim Culture Exhibition. This next, yes, International Muslim Culture Exhibition, we organized this event. We have been organizing this event for 4 times since 2011. After we have the association, and then we start to share our cultures, information, etc. through this media, through this activity. Next. If you want to know more about the activity, the International Muslim Culture Exhibition, you can go to this particular Facebook page, International Muslim Culture Exhibition. You can find there are many documentations about the previous activities. And for this year, maybe we are planning to take a rest. I mean, not holding this event, and maybe next year we will do again. Yeah. Next. And we also have other activities, street da'wah, and then culture exhibition, as you know, IMCE. And not only during IMCE, we usually also participate in the school's birthday. How to say that? 永远会，英文怎么讲？ some kind of introduction to the student clubs in NTUST. So we join the activity and also introduce our culture. So we let them to experience, to try our clothing, and then taste our foods, and many more. So during that moment. And the third one, Arabic course, and up to date we are still running this program. And if you want to join, we always do the course early in the morning at the 5 o'clock. At the 5 o'clock. So every morning at the 5 o'clock in our prayer room, we have this Arabic course. And for now, we are still in the phase of learning the grammar. So how to know the grammar of Quran, Arabic of Quran, because there are many grammars in Arabic language, and one of them is about the grammar of the Quran. So that's that we learn so far. And maybe for the next months, we are moving to the next step. We are learning the saraf, the derivation of every word, how to derive the word in Arabic, learn the pattern, etc. So that's the agenda of Arabic course. If you want to join, you can just let us know, so we can prepare the module, because during the course we prepare the module for free. If you do not let us know, so we do not know how many modules that we need to prepare during that day. So you can just let us know. You can contact me directly for joining this Arabic course. And then Ramadan, and for Ramadan, as I said, we have this activity in every year during the holy months of Ramadan. We have sahur and also another short course about Islam. Next. Everyone, can you try to click the image? Okay, so actually we have some plan to build a Muslim corner in a T2202. So this is the design. But so far we are still holding this plan, holding this project, because we need to make sure the permission from the Department of Chemical Engineering. So far we haven't yet got that. So we still hold this project, but later, please make a dua, please pray for this. If it's possible, that is gonna be great. So we can also use these facilities to introduce our culture, our knowledge about Islam with others. Okay? This is the newest project. And yeah, hope so that after having this, we do not need to hold IMCE. Because for the Muslim culture exhibition, the essence of that activity actually already being embodied by this project actually. But if we cannot afford this, then later we need to still hold the International Muslim Culture Exhibition. Next. So that's it. And to be honest, we never have had a president. I mean, in the beginning, 2011, we have never elected any leader or chairman for our association, because it's quite hard to gather all the Muslim students. But finally, during this summer, we hold our very first summit, and we agree in several terms about the president job and then the general secretary job. And it's very simple rules, and we hope that we can go further in the next summit. I hope that all of you can join, so we can discuss together to make our association better. And during that time, we agree that me as the president and Fauzan is the general secretary of the association. Okay, next. And I hope in the future we will have this particular structure in our association. I hope that we have a culture division that's going to be responsible for the Muslim exhibition, and also the prayer room, and the culinary division for monitoring the halal food, because you know it's very hard to monitor the halal food in every time, so we need the participation of everybody. So if you visit our cafeteria halal cafeteria, halal buffet there, and found there are some students that still do not understand how to use the utensils, the stick. I mean, you know, that particular area should be used with the special, how to say that? Clips, yeah, the clip. Because especially for now, we are in the beginning of the semester, so many new students that do not know about this thing. So as a Muslim, we cannot make it just for the, I mean, the commission for handling all the things. We need the help from everybody to let our friends, especially non-Muslim, about this thing. So yeah, we can also share the knowledge as well during the moment. Okay, so that's culinary. And the second one, the culinary division will be responsible for hunting the halal restaurant in Taiwan, because there are many, since 2014 I believe. So Taiwan government kind of encouraged the Taiwan businessmen and the restaurants included in this term. They are encouraged to apply for halal certificate. So I believe in the future there will be many halal restaurants in more and more in Taipei especially, because the Taiwan government would like to attract more tourists from the Middle East especially. That's why they try to proceed this plant. So that's the third. The second, the third would be the course, because we would like to make this our Arabic course. Is also another course. Maybe we will also have some special talk, inviting some international speakers coming to our school and share their ideas. So this also belongs to the course division. And the last one is creative division. Our dream is we would like to unite all the Muslim youth in Taiwan. So we would like to build some platform, kind of a social media, starting from the website and then social media, and then going to the app from the mobile phone, and also another platform, so we can unite all our brothers and sisters in this island. So by doing that, we can also know more friends, and then also can share many things, because we are coming from various cultures and countries. So I believe that we will have our own perspective, so we can share together. So that's the idea of the association structure that I would like to propose for this year. So okay, next, and what I think is going to be the last one. Yeah. So that's the invitation. I hope that all of you can join us and support our activities together. Next. Yeah, Brother Fauzan will continue with the introduction to the forming Hutang. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you for Brother Haziq for the explanation. And during all the explanation, is that one of you have a questions that want to ask? Maybe about the NTUST IMSA? Is that there is something unclear and you want to ask something or discuss together?
Okay. If not, thank you for Brother Haziq for the brief introduction about NTUST IMSA.